All right, hello there, YouTube. It's been ages upon yet. New demo that they launched for Switch 2. That, as well as this, very interesting. This is like a special spin-off from the Metal Gear Solid series. Enough on that though. I'm going to be going ahead this episode and beginning the 150, the final playthrough from my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. All right, so this is going to be a bit of a different video because I'm going to be starting off with something quite interesting. All right, so we just had an update to the Nintendo Switch 2 system, and I'm going to be going through what makes this such a big deal, why this is a big deal. So the update added something into the system. This update is version 22.0.0. All right, we started the 22 run, and with this update they went ahead. If you go over here, I think it's in system, all right, and you go down to Nintendo Switch software handling. All right, there's a new something in here. I have it turned on already, called handheld boost mode. So the Nintendo Switch 1, um the Nintendo Switch 1 ran games at a lower resolution. I think like is it 840 by something like that, and then it upscales the game once you put it inside the Switch 1 dock and it shows on the television. But this is a Nintendo Switch 2. This is way more powerful, and this thing runs Nintendo Switch 2 games in pretty much the same exact visuals in handheld mode and on television, right? It has the power. So what this does, this forces the system to run in TV mode. The same graphics it would push on a television, it pushes onto its own screen for the Nintendo Switch 1 titles. So the blurriness that we had before in handheld mode and stuff like that, it was only a matter of time because we aren't playing on a Nintendo Switch 1 anymore. This is Nintendo Switch 2, right? So let's read what it says. When enabled, this option causes the performance of Nintendo Switch software while undocked to run as if it were being played in TV mode. While this can result in improved visuals, it may also increase the system's power consumption. I have this plugged in right now because I was playing a bit of a Monster Hunter Rise. I'll make some videos on that as well. Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, and some Super Smash, getting some practice off because it runs exactly as it would on a television. It's amazing, all right? The effect of handheld mode boosts will vary based on the software. Some Nintendo Switch software will be unaffected, and this option has no effect on software for Nintendo Switch 2. Because this option forces TV mode operation, some instructions may be incorrect or fail to operate correctly. Like, there'll be differences then, that's what they're saying, all right? So handheld mode boost, like, is basically TV mode. Handheld mode boost may prevent Nintendo Switch 2 software from using the system's touch screen, and will cause attached Joy-Con 2 controllers to be treated as a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. Yeah. Alright, so to use other controllers, first detach the Joy-Con 2 controllers from the console. You know, like how you could plug the audio jack into the Nintendo Switch 2 controller and listen to your games. Like, you have the system right there. So that's how they get all of those issues aside without causing. You can skip ahead to the gameplay if you want. In fact, most would. You came for that reason. All right, so that's what they did, and it isn't like I was waiting for that or anything, right? I wasn't waiting for that, was I? Oh my god, what? Whoa. Alright, just shifting the camera now into so that I can lock its focus. And let's begin. I spent months not finishing my Mario Kart. I guess it's luck. I just had this sense to leave the game and play other things, not go ahead and finish. And look at it. Now we have full docked display quality in handheld mode. Amazing. I should be able to balance the coloring here. Yeah, looks way better. All right. Oh no, not that. All right, so Grand Prix and at 150. Yeah, this is the character I was playing with. So what I'm gonna do, because the very first is very much Toad themed, I'm gonna go here Let's see. I think this is a good setting. I'm not sure. I think it is. Go with this. And R, the Golden Dash cut. So, like I did before, I'm going to be doing these in waves. So I'm going to be doing this. And very next episode then is going to be the cup after that. It was like wave 1 and wave 2 then wave 3. And it went like that. So let's go ahead. Let's get this started. Only 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in and I'm now starting races in this dang episode. I know. And I should have this way better color balance and stuff, but I wasn't recording these in a while, wasn't I? So just cut me some slack for once. At least one episode, please. Alright. This looks amazing. Alright. The thing about it is, and I'm going to speak as whilst I play as well, I'm still going to be talking about this mode and what it's doing. I think this is a bit too loud though, for like honestly for right now, for how I'm recording especially. I have my face pretty much in the front of the camera, but yeah, that's better. So the thing about this is, this, unless you have a television that is, dang it man, it shouldn't be slipping on anything. I'm like Mario Kart Pro and allow that to happen. Anyways, unless you're using a television that has a display speed of 120, this really erases any necessity of playing on a television. I kid you not. If you have a 60 hertz television, you can look at the back of your TV until you see a label. If it says 60HZ, then there's no use playing Nintendo Switch 1 games on that television. Once you have a Switch 2 now, what happens is this screen itself has a mode or a feature named HDR, right? So you have way better color, way better treatment of the initial resolution. You know, the coloring, the scaling, everything is done way better on the actual system. Now, these games, these Nintendo Switch 1 games, Switch 2 goes all the way up to 4K, majority of the games that do, and they just have a higher resolution, I think 1440, something of the sort, but the Nintendo Switch 1 games are 1080, and most TVs have screen sizes that I would say are 2K, like 1440, they push way higher. 1080 always, no matter what, is going to look a lot stretched on most modern TVs these days, right? So you literally only have advantage when you turn on this boost mode and you play your Switch 1 game in handheld on a Switch 2, because this is a smaller screen by far. This is basically a tablet, and 1080 is just around the size resolution wise for this screen, so it's going to be way less stretched. The models, the 3D models, are going to be the perfect resolution size. Long story short, what I'm saying here is that the resolution is going to be perfect on a Switch 2. When you run a Switch 2 game now with this handheld boost mode, it forces the system into TV mode. Makes no sense. None at all. Not using this mode. If you own a Switch 2 and you have Switch 1 games, like, go try it out. Definitely. So yeah, that's the first race. Let's moving on to the second race. Just moving on here. You won't see much difference with this game, but it definitely does have a difference. I can see the clarity, the color, and yeah, it's definitely different. So this was worth it. I could have been done with this game a long time and be like, oh shit, they updated the freaking Switch 1 mode. I'm running like a shit. Let me just focus. Switch 1 display mode. Let me get ahead here. Instead of rattling off. These CPU way smarter, everything. She just got draft from me, man. Blocked my red shell. Alright. Come on, let me focus here. So this track is the reason I chose Toad. There we go. Let me see if we can get some distance, just so that when I if they send. I'm saying when, but these CPU really do like to spam the blue shells, the spiny shells, so that if I do get hit by one of those, I still have good distance that I won't be struggling that much. I could still keep ahead. Alright. But yeah, the HDR, the fact that the Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2 has a 120, as I spoke too soon. This Nintendo Switch 2 has a 120Hz screen. Then the 1080p is going to look way better on this screen rather than a big blown up television, you know, big blown up resolution. Way better here. So you have all the advantages now. I so feel for Sony. Definitely a lot of people are going to rather have one of these than some big paperweight next to their television that they cannot take with them on the bus. No, whoa. Now you have the full experience of the Nintendo Switch library in the palm of your hands. Quite literally full resolution. This is awesome. Performance, everything. Super Smash runs just like it does on the TV, so I guess that'll have a lot of people excited. Super Smash Monster Hunter Rise looks amazing. I'm thinking about, I was just doing some random videos like doing hunts, but I'm thinking about starting a playthrough for that now. I'm thinking about it. I'm literally thinking about doing some playthroughs now for this. It's gonna be way easier for me to record them now, isn't it? Alright, so third race. Let's go. Nintendo 64. Alright, come on. We get these coins. Watch it, Peach. Alright. Then when I finish these DLC tracks, I'll be moving on to Mario Kart World. And as was said, if you watch that at all, you could have skipped ahead to the gameplay, possibly. As I read the settings for this new boost mode, it does not affect Switch 2 games, so the Switch 2 games already look decent enough on the Switch 2 handheld mode. System uses its full power there. Alright, come on, we've got to catch this Peach. I was gonna say something different. Oh god. Come on, come back. That missed. Oh. I didn't play this game in a while. I was playing mostly World, so Jesus, to all my speed. These bots. Oh my god. Oh my god. I still couldn't hit this CPU. Lies. Alright, let's get these coins. Oh my god. So gotta pull ahead just so that I don't get the... Yeah, as just when I said it, the game listens. The game is listening. This is crazy. How was I in second just now? Holy shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watching these fat balls. Ah. Those bots are freaking dangerous. Alright. So I've got a banana peel. I've got a bomb here. I could use both of these. You know, quite good use. But I'm going to definitely hold on this banana because I could drop this and the second I drop it, a red shell, you know, like rushes from my arse. So, let's go. Let me drop it here, man. Finish line is right. Oh my god, no. No. The fuck? I hate this game for this sort of shit. Oh my god. Alright, so pause and recording and coming back when I get to this track. Alright, we're going to be doing this track over again, it seems. Pausing, coming back. Alright, so just finished the second race. That was the third race that we were at. That's how I roll here, and one of the reasons that I definitely one of the definite reasons that I took a break from this Mario Kart. Mario Kart is very unforgiving. You could be driving mind your business and a blue shell right on your last lap. Something hits you, you get a second place. That's how I roll here. I make sure I get first place in every race in a cup, and I just finish it there. And whenever I get it at least second, I try again. So I pause the recording, And we're going for gold every time here. Alright, gold we are going for. Alright, so here I am again. Gotta watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope, 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 nope. These CPU are like oddly good now. Come on, man. I had shells, I was somehow still hit. This game is stressful, alright? I went through everything in all 24 cups in this game for 50 and 100. I would leave links in the description, and that is like only this time here. The playlist for those playthroughs is a lot though, so I'll work on that. When I finish, then I think I'll just link all of them into one playlist. You know, I have them separated by the cups, but I'll separate them by the engine classes when I finish everything for this game, and I'll do that, you know, progressively as I finish each game. So Mario Kart World included. DLC is, you know, expected for that game. Of course, this game had DLC now for years, but Mario Kart World is the new title, and yeah, I've got my reasons why I took a break. A definite break. But look at it, right? We know we have boost mode for Nintendo Switch 2. You get the full television experience in handheld mode for your Switch 1 games. Hype, 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 hype. Oh my god, come on. This is last lap. It is. Oh god, this is last lap. And this is running at a way higher, everything is way higher than running it without this mode activated, so I'm adjusting, believe it or not. This is scary, man. Gotcha. Please tell me that I could catch it. Come on. Oh my god. Watch it. Oh, that was so close. I knew I could have gotten past there though. Like, I had that calculated. I'm not making this up. I'm serious. I knew he was good there, so skills, right? There we go. Oh my god. Played Mario Kart for years. Alright, so yeah, that is race number 3. Now moving on to race number 4 here of this Golden Dash Cup. So hyped, so hyped, so hyped. Alright, so Coconut Mall. This is a favorite amongst people. This is a fave from Nintendo Wii. Excitement. Alright, let's go. I don't really like these colors. Aren't really matching what I'm seeing in the actuals. I'm gonna set these settings way better the very next episode here. But this is the best I could do in a rushed episode, because that's what this is. After this, I just said okay. After this update, I said okay, it's time. It's definitely time. I'm continuing this. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Alright. Alright. Nope. That was close though. I could have taken that shortcut down there. But I want my items. Hold that. Hold that. Alright. Oh my gosh. Alright, cool. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. No, 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 no. And I'm only red. Come on, give me some drift. Took my fucking items. This game is so unforgiving, it's not funny. At least this isn't the last lap, right? Holy shit, fucking banana peels. Right, come on, man. I'm way better at this game than this. Oh my god. I definitely played too much Mario Kart World. This game is so different. It is not funny. This game is way different from World. Oh my god. The physics, everything. The carts are way more springy in World. And I think I messed myself up a bit here playing that, then coming back to this. I mostly just played that in my free time because it's the new game, new tracks and stuff. But I should have been playing this, get some practice in, because then it's gonna make me look like a novice. Like I never played this before. When I got 3-star and everything in even marker world, and when I get to 150, I'll be showing that again. Not to show off really, but just to make it known that you're not watching a video of some novice just playing a game because he can. It's definitely not that. So there we go. As a Golden Dash Cup. Awesome. Alright, so let's see. View results. Oh. If you hear like some scraping noises in the background, the winds where I live here are so high, it is crazy. Something is definitely off. The winds are like crazy high for days now. Barbados, I call it, Bajan Island, whatever, whichever. The winds is seriously high. So if you hear some, disturbance, in the ears, in the background, I do apologize. I'm gonna see if I can work on that as well. All right, so that's it though. So for this, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Remember, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever and whenever you're watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907, and yeah, until next upload, that'll be the last of wave 1, because it's like 2 cups that released each wave for this DLC, and for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the Booster Course DLC. Alright, so next cup, next episode. Thank you for watching.